I'm currently standing on one of the most haunted roads in Singapore, and it is called the Devil's Bend. It is said that the restless spirits of those who died tragically on this road still roam the area, and if you are quiet enough, you can still hear the moans of these spirits. Nope, nothing yet. So let's find out if these rumors are actually true. Come on, guys.
Singapore has many roads. We are one of the densest cities on earth. But even in this dense city, there are pockets of mysteries hiding in plain sight. And one of the most significant mysteries is our haunted roads. Why do legends of ghostly spirits plague our streets? What kind of spirits are lurking on our roads?
Look, it's 5. What? Pontianak! Oh, I just got a bit of chills. It's supposedly for the dead.
And are these roads only scary because it's dark and creepy? Or does Singapore actually have sinister forces lurking on our roads? Tonight I'll be visiting 3 of the most haunted roads in Singapore to answer these questions. And after investigating each road, I'll be rating them on my spooky scale. And we're starting with the Devil's Bend.
Okay, so we are at the road towards Old Upper Thomson Road now, and apparently it's closed. You can see the gantry. So I think it's only open until 7 p.m. There's a sign nearby that says it's open until 7 p.m. So we are gonna go find bicycles to rent because it's a 45-minute walk inside to reach Devil's Bend. Just nice, there's 3. It's fated. We are meant to visit it on this night. Let's go!
The Old Upper Thomson Road is often touted as the most haunted road in Singapore, and there's good reason for it to be. In the 1960s and 70s, this road was part of the circuit in the Singapore Grand Prix. Some names for the corners of the roads are the Snakes, Murder Mile, and the most feared one of all, Devil's Bend, which is a sharp V-shaped turn that pushed many pro drivers to their limits. This bend is extremely narrow and tight, and racers had to make an extreme sharp swerve while maintaining top speed, which led to the deaths of 7 racers, including Swiss driver Joe Huber and Singaporean racing star Lionel Chan. Another tragic incident happened on the night of 29 January 2008 when 2 students from Nanyang Polytechnic suffered a fatal car crash while negotiating a sharp bend on the road. The car, a Mitsubishi Lancer, veered left and off the road, plunging into a ditch and hitting a tree. Of the 4 students who were in the car, 2 died that very night. But what about the entities that haunt this road? Well, the most famous spirit along this road is the Pontianak, who will signal her presence with the sweet smell of frangipani flowers, as most of you would already know. This vampire demon is said to be that of a woman who had died in childbirth. Another commonly experienced entity is the Lady in White. So cab drivers driving down this road at night have reported picking up this entity, and after dropping her off at her destination, the driver would realize that her payment for the fare, which initially appeared as normal banknotes, was in fact hell notes. Why is this Pontianak scamming taxi uncles? She's giving them fake money. I guess we have a scamming Pontianak at Upper Thomson Road.
So here we are at exactly at the Devil's Bend. It's the sharpest turn on this road, on Old Upper Thomson Road. So this is the exact bend. What the f***?
Whoa!
My shoes! Damn you, Pontianak! It's my favorite hiking shoe. I'll put this here first. I'm not gonna litter, I'm gonna collect this later. From the stories I read of the 2 Polytechnic students who tragically died on this road, I would assume it's here on the steepest bend, because according to the articles, it said the car veered left, fell into a ditch, and hit a tree. I don't really see a ditch though.
I think it's probably like this longtang.
That's a very small ditch. How can a car fit in there?
Maybe last time it was bigger. Then like when he bent in, the car like sort of drift and then it just went straight in.
I know the cause of this. It's that electrical unit. Let's see. It's not. It's only here. Yeah, now it's gone. It won't be as weird if it's a consistent fluctuating at level 3, level 4. The fact that it comes and goes is kind of funny, and we're not very far away from Devil's Bend. It's right there only. So we found this road, which is unlit. For some reason, it's not littered up. So let's go in. Yeah, this road is definitely more creepy than the previous one we were on because there are no lights here. Alright, so we got our REM pod here. Anything energetically approaches that thing, it will sound off like this. And we got our EMF reader here and the spirit box. Any Pontianaks or spirits, we mean you no harm or disrespect, you can approach this REM pod, this device, and make it sound off so I know that you're here. Only if you would like to communicate. You heard that? Something hit the fence or something. Let me try whistling. Whistling works. So that signal was a signal of temperature dropping, and they say that if there's anything or any entities nearby, the temperature will drop. But it could be that there's a gust of wind. The REM pod very rarely acts up, so I'm always surprised when the REM pod goes off. Yeah, that was very interesting. It's not me. I'm not affecting it. That was old Upper Thomson Road. Honestly, not as scary as I thought, mainly because there's a lot of lights around here, other than inside that road, which is a little bit more creepy. I think the only weird part was the REM pod going off the moment I whistle.
Kind of went off, sounded off.
Yeah, that was a moment. I would rate this place on a spooky scale. I'll give it a 3 out of 10. You?
2.5, 3.
2.5 out of 10. Alright, on to the next place.
Okay, we are on the way to Mount Pleasant Road now, which is connected to Onraet Road. So both of these roads are supposedly very haunted. And yeah, it does look a little bit eerie. There's jungle and forest surrounding us. The grounds of Mount Pleasant Road are soaked in real death. In the final days before the British surrender of Singapore in 1942, the Mount Pleasant Ridge was the last line of defence for British forces against the incoming Japanese troops. The 4th Suffolk Regiment, along with a mix of other units, fortified the black and white houses, which you will soon see, as their final positions. In fact, a house at 160 Mount Pleasant Road was bombed and hit with anti-tank fire and burned to the ground. A 1948 newspaper records the discovery of the remains of 8 soldiers in the grounds of the house. Flanked to the left and right of this road are also 2 cemeteries, the infamous Bukit Brown Cemetery, where dozens of hauntings have been documented, and the lesser-known Mount Pleasant Cemetery. So apparently 2 ghost entities are said to be present in the area. From the cemetery, the Pontianak, once again, a lot of Pontianaks in Singapore. Every road is haunted by Pontianak.
I think Pontianaks are maybe the influencers of the ghost world. They're like everywhere, you know?
Yeah, I would love to see a Pontianak Instagram account though. That would be sick, eh? And from the war, headless figures of soldiers who had an unwitnessed death are said to roam the area as well. Police cadets from the old academy nearby were said to jog the road by day and avoid it by night. So yeah, Mount Pleasant Road is actually steeped in a lot of tragic history. 8 British soldiers, their graves were found inside the house, you know, which is still standing today.
We are at Mount Pleasant Road now. I would say it's a bit eerie. And I'm just imagining if you are living in one of these houses, it's damn secluded. You're surrounded by the forest, near a cemetery. Or if you want to go out for a night supper, so spooky to walk down this road. Who would want to live here? It's a huge house, huh? Oh my god, it's open though. Doesn't look like there's anyone living inside. There are no lights other than the outside. The gate is open, but it's a private property, so I'm not gonna trespass. Imagine got people living in there, I just crash in. They're watching TV in the living room. What the fuck? Boy! So now we're heading across opposite to Unit 160. It's where 8 bodies of UK soldiers were found inside the premises. Why are all the gates open? Yeah, this one has people living in there. There are a few cars, so yeah, I don't want to film too close because I don't want to intrude on people's privacy. Yeah, people have actually uncovered the remains of 8 soldiers in there. I just wonder if they know about the history of this unit. Yeah, this whole ridge, Mount Pleasant Ridge, was a battlefield. Let's go. It's a long road. Look at that. We are right at the entrance of Onraet Road, and Onraet Road just deviates away from Mount Pleasant Road. It actually leads to the old police academy. Yeah, and it's reportedly one of the most haunted roads in Singapore as well. Heading into that pitch darkness, but I also see a car inside. I wonder why there's a car there. Imagine someone is like having sex in there and we just disturb them. I want to just check out this guardhouse over here. Looks like there are some offerings, golden cloth, a broken bowl, maybe an offering bowl, and a picture of Buddha for protection of this place, but protect from what? I'm not so sure. Let's see the EMF. Level 2 here. Wow. Strong level 2. That's strange. Anyone know anything in here? Yeah, the EMF is a little bit funky over here. Holy shit! I mean, you no harm or disrespect if I'm even talking to anything. Would you like me to leave? Am I disturbing you? It went up to full level 5. And now it's 0. What? Oh, I just got a bit of chills. What? Wow. Look, and I'm so far away from the EMF. None of my electronic devices are affecting it. Wow, that is so weird. Alright, so I set up the REM pod. If anything is in there, it'll detect it. And I'm gonna try my spirit box here as well. If you have a story you want to tell or something you want to tell me, say to me. I can help you say it if I can hear you. Are you here with me? REM pod is going off. Are you here with me in this guard post? Are you shy? Are you a shy spirit? Don't worry, I don't bite. You can make any of my devices sound out. If you'd like to communicate. REM pod is sounding off. I was trying to close my eyes to just invite anything internally right when I was thinking that the REM pod sound off. But I guess that's all the spirit, or if there's even anything here, wants to do. It just wants to mess around with the REM pod. Nothing else is being detected. I don't have goosebumps. Maybe it's a weak spirit. Right, let's head to the cemetery portion. Here we are. You can see the graves right at the entrance already. You can see, look at all the graves. Yeah, the ones here aren't super well kept. EMF. Level 3, level 2, level 5. Whoa. Is it only when I say the graves are not kept? The graves here are not well kept. Oh. After I said that, it went to level 1. The graves here are not well kept. Oh well. Yeah, so now we are going deeper into the cemetery and we are being surrounded by tombstones and graveyards left and right. Just notice it. Hello, is something following us? I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can come close to answer. If I'm even talking to anything, you can come close to it and make the EMF spike for a yes. Are you a male? It's a no. Are you a female? No. Now it's dead. I think it doesn't want to answer any of my questions. That's okay. Looks like there's a little path here. Not so sure where it goes to, but let's explore a little bit. I think it's the caretaker's hut. Let's have a look. Hello. Hello, 有人吗? I guess they only use this place during the day. Clearly, you see a lot of things here, a lot of personal belongings, a lot of bleach. Yeah, I guess he's the one that, and I do smell like chemical smell here, and he's the one that cleans and looks after and takes care of these graves. Is there anything here that's following me? Oh. Are you interested in this thing that I'm carrying? Maybe he wants to sit beside me. EMF is going up and down. It's a bit weird. Hello, are you here with me? Do you prefer that baby chair? Were you following us? Is anything following us? Anything or anyone here that would like to say hi? Oh. Yeah? I feel like it's very shy. It comes and it goes. Hi, are you sitting on the chair? You don't want to sit beside me anymore? Do you want me to leave? Am I disturbing you? If you want me to leave, you can activate any of my devices again and I'll leave. You're not super responsive to my questions, but that's okay.
Who that?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Guys, managed to see anything interesting?
No.
No.
Okay.
A solo investigator. I saw him doing a TikTok live. One man, one mission to find Miss Pons Pons. Alright, and that was Onraet Road. Spooky rating time. I would give this a 6. 5.5 to 6. I think at this point, cemeteries, it's more tranquil for me. It's very peaceful, you know. But I have to say, the rampart and the EMF are going crazy, especially at the guardhouse. Yeah, that one was a bit weird. It was at level 5 for quite a while. And also the rampart going off at the caretaker's hut. That was also a bit weird. Whenever my rampart goes off in a cemetery, in a secluded place where there are supposedly no electrical wiring, I always question it. Like why? How did it happen? So that's what's weird. Off to the next location. Alright, so we just arrived here at Jalan Mempurong. As you can see, according to paranormal investigators, this road takes the cake for being the most haunted road in Singapore. And based solely on looks, I kinda have to agree because it does look very creepy. In fact, it's the creepiest road I've seen so far in the video.
Jalan Mempurong is a single-lane road on the far northern edge of Sembawang, flanked by a thick forest. Further down the road stands Masjid Pertampatan Melayu, one of the last kampong-style mosque in Singapore. According to paranormal investigators, Jalan Mempurong takes the cake for being the most haunted road in Singapore. Many people have claimed to have seen ghosts flying from tree to tree.
Flying from tree to tree.
If I saw that, I can quit ghost hunting already.
I'm sorry, but it sounds a bit ridiculous. But
Their mode of transport is flying, right?
so the Pontianaks are flying.
Flying from tree to
Wait,
tree.
this one is also Pontianak?
This is the Pontianak site. It's the Pontianaks Orchard Road. This is their HQ.
HQ of Pontianak.
HQ of Pontianaks. It's
Got
like the
it.
hype house for Pontianak influencers, you know?
Okay.
And the spirits that dwell here aren't the ordinary type either. Because as it turns out, they are known for being very aggressive and inflicting harm on people. It's a known fact too that local shamans and bomos come here to release dark entities that they have caught. And there is some truth to that because the nearby forest is actually littered with statues of deities and idols. The forest with the idols and deities, it's actually real. A lot of Singaporean homes, we have shrines or altars
Yeah.
for gods and deities. We are not allowed to throw those deities away, correct? Like we can't just throw it in the rubbish chute, you know? We have to put it somewhere. So Jalan Mempurong, the forest nearby, is where people put their idols.
So it's like
they
a
just put
dumping
it there.
ground.
It's like a dumping ground for idols and
Oh,
deities.
no.
I don't know if it's cleared already. We may or may not see the idols there later when we go.
So we're gonna have multiple Pontianaks in the car.
All the Pontianaks, we should get a school bus because all the Pontianaks gonna join us. Are you excited to visit Jalan Mempurong?
No.
Jalan Mempurong, the legendary road. I heard there are like offerings on the trees, on the bases of trees. Maybe we'll stumble upon one. Wait, there's something here. It's the same one as the one we saw the last time. But I remember the last time that I saw it, it was more new looking, it was more gold. But now it's a bit rustic.
Beside the ingot, there is a Chinese word. Is the word
Where?
what?
On the ingot? Oh, it is. Cai. That means like fortune in Mandarin. Someone is worshipping this tree or wishing for fortune. I wonder why they picked this tree though. Maybe you can touch. What tree? Yay. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but
These chickens.
sounds like chicken. Sounds like clucking or like people screaming at certain points. So this is like a historic, quite a legendary mosque. Masjid Pertampatan Melayu Sembawang. The story here is that the village here in the past used to contribute a monthly sum to be able to buy building materials to build this mosque. So yeah, it has a very interesting history. And I guess it also adds to the mystique and eeriness of this place. Not that a mosque is anything eerie, but just the fact that it's really quite a secluded place and it sits right at the end of a very haunting and eerie road. Yeah, the sounds are coming from here, so it's chicken sounds. And this is a legendary forested area that is said to house many evil entities where shamans and bomos cast out evil entities and dump them here. Nothing much at the entrance here. Oh, level 2. Faint level 2. I wonder if it gets stronger the further in I go. Let's try. Interesting, there's an idol of, I don't know, a Buddhist Hindu deity that's covered in moss. I can't really tell because the face is covered, but it looks like Ganesh, the elephant god. People must be worshipping this tree for some reason, or did they just dump the idol here? That looks very, very old. So it must be here for quite some time already. Is there anyone or anything here? Anything inhabiting this tree? Oh shit. Right after I said, what? Don't mean you any harm. Just seeing if ghosts are real, because I'm a skeptic. You can come close to this EMF reader to try to communicate with me if you want. The signal is gone already. Quite interesting. We found an idol over here. That's cool. See a red box there. Could be an altar or a shrine. It is an altar. And there's a picture of someone over there. Do you know who that is?
Oh, no idea. But I think this is like the Tuti Kong.
That's Tuti Kong.
But the picture, I have no idea, man.
Yeah, I wonder who that person is. If any of you guys know, let me know in the comments. Okay, it looks quite well kept, like someone has been coming here to look after this altar. Yeah, this one is still being used, clearly. So we stumbled upon something that from here looks like a grave or some sort of offering. Very interesting. Let's go see what it is. I do smell the burning of offerings though. It's offerings. With, what are those white things around? Garlic? No, right? Bun? I can still smell the burning, so it's very fresh.
It's like mini buns.
Right, mini paos. Who are they paying respects to? A close one that died here? I've never seen this kind of placement and offering on a beach in Singapore before. I wonder what the ritual was. These are the offerings that they have made. Some kopi o, some teh o, some teh, and cai peng. It's supposedly for the dead to consume. Usually when they open it up like that, it's for the dead to consume. So yeah, I wonder who or what they are paying respects to here. I wonder if it's a close one or a close relative that perhaps died, or maybe they scattered their ashes here. Yeah, and I think those things around are buns. They put buns everywhere. Yeah, we encountered a very kind, calm, demeanored Malay man. You can see he's walking away there. Yeah, he's here on a lonely adventure at night. Very brave, I may say. So what he told us was that there's a gate here. He said it's way more haunted, and he said that the gate will actually close on its own. So let's go find that gate. Yep, I see it. It's right there. Holy shit, the signal is crazy, man. And I'm putting it as far as I can from my body, so like my mic or my phone isn't interacting with it. That is so weird. Yeah, this is an old relic of Singapore. I hope they keep this gate up for a long time. I don't really want to see it demolished or destroyed. Let's walk through it. So the guy said that the gate will close on its own, but it's pretty damn rigid. It's stuck. So fat chance for that ever happening, because it's like burrowed into the ground, so I don't think the gate will ever move. If it does move, it's a powerful ass ghost. Look. Yeah, okay, I don't want to shake it too much because I don't want to damage it. I'm quite proud to be touching this gate. It's its history. What the fuck? Bro, why is there a red cloth here lah? Who's a little prankster hanging red cloth here? 3 red cloths on this tree.
Wait, it looks like the Chinese, like those banner cloth.
Yeah, I wonder why they hung it here. So Annabelle says this looks like the cloth that they use at
The
temple.
temples.
Yeah, Chinese temple cloths. Wait, I do see like the pai cups though, praying cups for offerings. Yeah, so maybe perhaps this tree was being worshipped. Maybe in the past there used to be way more offerings and little trinkets like this, but it wasn't fully cleared away. We can still see remnants of these offerings, little offerings here and there, as we've seen in this small part of Sembawang. So that's interesting. And that's it for Jalan Mempurong. I think the true horror here are the insects. You have ants crawling up your body.
Yes, a lot of ants crawling up my pants.
What's that? You pee yourself?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man.
Alright, spooky rating. I would rate this maybe 5.5.
This feels more like a 4 actually. I was just very distracted by a lot of insects and like the ants.
I think if anything, the spooky factor are the deities that we saw.
They don't look malicious.
Yeah, they're not malicious. It's like for peace, for fortune.
And although I didn't encounter anything malicious on this adventure, I can't help but wonder why the legends of spooky ghosts and evil entities thrive on these roads. Humans have the propensity to create stories out of death, tragedy, and dark moments in history. I do think it's a sort of coping mechanism of our collective consciousness to appease our desire for closure and the very human way of dealing with the unknown. But whether these tales of terror are real, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. For now, I'll keep on venturing into the weird and unknown, and I'll bring you guys along with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Thanks for watching, guys. On to the next adventure.